All right. Hello. Welcome. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to SpeedGaming 6. We have a casual boots race, a week 2 league 2023 race between the Underachievers and the Longshots. P-Train representing Underachievers, Tyler Salt representing the Longshots. I am Gilgamesh. I'm joined today by Iceman. Hello, Iceman.
Hello, hello. Looking forward to an exciting race.
Coming in a little hot here, as you can probably tell by the cropping happening right now, and the race should be starting momentarily. But
it's casual boots. It's the opening is not that exciting.
This is true. Yeah, we have about 6 minutes or so of nothing here. Well, five minutes to 5.5 minutes. Anyway, so both these teams split their first week. So both coming in with one win. This is the first race of a sort of doubleheader. So their second race between these teams will be taking place 2 hours from now, the ALTTPR League channel. That one will be between Sabotender and Timp. Yeah, Blue Bale, not bad.
I'm always amused by P-Train's
bobblehead.
Sprite, the bobblehead.
All right, early bonk for P-Train, setting him extremely far behind now. Oh, nice boots. Okay.
Thanks, Gabe.
So yeah, if you couldn't tell, this is casual boots. It says it right there in the middle of the screen. I assume most people who have followed this game are familiar with what casual boots is, but standard start, 7 crystals to open GT, defeat cannon. Nothing too crazy here. Start with boots and sword, and then just go on your way.
Overall, both seem to be doing pretty equal in terms of execution, as you'd expect for these kinds of runners.
Yeah, I mean, P-Train is about a bonk behind right now.
Okay, good. Right. We don't have to worry about bombs for...
Yeah, a couple bombs is pretty nice. So yeah, escape sequence usually, not too exciting. You're just kind of looking to get things done as fast as possible here. Maybe you pick up a nice item or two along the way, but not going to expect that much.
A little bit of trouble with the green guard there by P-Train.
Oop, Tyler having a little trouble with this guard. And P-Train suddenly in the lead now. Wow.
Well, this is what the rest of the sea is going to be like, the back and forth.
It's I imagine, yeah, they'll be doing the exact same thing at the exact same time for the next 90 minutes, so strap in. Alright, both players going sword slash strats. Tyler taking the horizontal sword slash strats. Interesting.
That was a nice angle from P-Train to get the guard right into the door frame.
Boy, that hammer would have been nice before they had to fight the ball and chain guard.
So yeah, they've got it now.
But that's a nice item to find. Yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot for you early in the game, but it is nice to find. Yeah, P-Train running about our room ahead now and escape here. Also, while nothing goes on here, we can drop these in the chat early. I'm hoping they're correct. They are. Yes. Our runners, our comms, etc. Give them a follow. Say both P-Train and Tyler are very good racers, as someone mentioned in chat. It's why are these two in the Open League? Well, sometimes bad things happen to good people.
Yep. 4 teams from the Invitational. The lowest 4 teams get relegated to Open. Top 4 teams from Open go to Invitational. Just happened to be that last season it was the P-Train's team. Okay.
Right, we got Ether.
Medallion early is not that bad.
Yeah, it's fine. It's you don't hate having it, but it doesn't really do a whole lot.
Back 3, what do you got?
$50, a bow,
Okay.
and a map. Okay, well, this leads to some potential interesting choices here after finishing Escape. So, if Eastern's a crystal, I mean, you could theoretically just rush Eastern. You could do your CAC route. You could try South Shore first. There's actually a lot of routes to take, so we'll see.
One more item in the sank, and okay.
Couple more bombs.
Now you're really good for bombs for the opening.
Looks like Tyler's going to do the typical Kakariko start along with P-Train here, so nobody deviating too much. All right, we got 3
all
crystals.
Yeah, regular crystals. I think I would still do CAC first. Hope for some better items before jumping to Eastern, but I would prioritize Eastern pretty soon.
I would be tempted, but yeah, I think CAC first makes sense. I'm almost certainly doing Eastern before South Shore though. Also, picking up that cape in Bonk Rocks there.
Well, no aggro for the item at least. Are they going to get anything interesting in the woods or CAC to make this a bit more
I don't
interesting?
know. We got a lot of good stuff already, but
nothing that leads to progression initially. Without Firewire or Lamp, that bow technically doesn't lead to anything.
Yeah, that is true, but still, it's a crystal. You're gonna have to clear it anyway.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, well, we'll see if we pick anything up in Kakariko here.
More bombs, okay. Sandcart. I think they'll find something. Just which of the checks?
I feel like I'm gonna say there's not gonna be anything in Kakariko that immediately, at least, like you might find like a Ice Rod or Samaria or something in here. It's not gonna immediately lead to anything.
Yep. So far, junk.
I mean, the money's nice. I guess.
Almost back up the Zora money as well.
Lamp,
Yeah,
okay. I kind of had a feeling we might see that soon, too. So now that does fully put Eastern in logic. I mean, it also technically puts Pyramid Ledge on logic if you really want to go bananas. Ooh, hook shot. Another one, not bad to have. Doesn't immediately open anything yet.
Yeah, not without glove or flute. At what point would you try to make the ag call? Or more important, I guess the question is, how much would you check before you do that?
I mean, I am doing basically everything, unless I have a good reason to believe that there's an Agaseed. It's a required Agaseed, which I do not have right now because we still have Eastern, we still have South Shore, we still have a bunch of stuff. And we have nothing that we can do in the Dark World, really. Well, I guess I take that back. Pod is beatable if we find a Moon Pearl.
Yep. It looks like both are rushing to Eastern. Ice Palace Green Pin. Okay.
Oh man, Tyler's gonna rush Ice Palace Green Pendant. I'm feeling it. Here's our cash.
Money for Zora. Yeah, I'm thinking after this, if we don't really find anything worthwhile, then South Shore, whether you do the one-off Sekigina.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you definitely do South Shore into Flipper's checks after this. And then if you find absolutely nothing and all you have left is a Gina's Cave versus Aga, I could maybe see it, but man, doing Aga with that Moon Pearl feels pretty bad. Unless it's the actual last location.
You know, some people will rush that though. It's not many, but there's probably going to be some. It's like, oh, I'm going to take this gamble.
Bombos is one step closer to Ice Palace.
And there's a still high probability we'll have to do TR and or Meyer. So having two medallions right now is not bad.
Mm-hmm. Plus, we have this hook shot. We can just save ourselves a room in Eastern. A Moon Pearl. Okay. So now, if I find nothing else... I mean, I'm still doing South Shore first, but now Aga looks a lot better.
Because now you can actually do stuff. You can get to Village of Outcast area with the hammer hook shot, full clear pod.
But I think chances are we're probably going to find a glove here, somewhere, either here or in South Shore.
Fair assessment.
Like we said, both players are going to do the exact same thing for the entire time. Tyler Salt's still about a room and change behind from Escape. Hasn't made up the time yet.
But then you'll have one person slip in execution just a little bit, and the other person gets the lead. It's going to be a nice close race, I hope.
Tyler making use of the cape there instead of going for the D-boost. Making up a little bit of time on P-Train in that room.
I mentally blanked on the first one. Was that the third item or the second?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Because I know Pool and Rupee. I mean, they have to beat it anyways, but...
Chat says 3.
Chat's 3, yep.
Oh, right, Bombos. First chest.
How could I forget that?
So yeah, we're done in here. We got our Moon Pearl. Gonna do South Shore after this, and then we'll see. If you don't find a glove after South Shore, I think Aga is reasonable. Because Agina sucks. Screw that guy. So P-Train slightly messing up this room here a little bit, giving Tyler another opening to make up some more time.
Nice quick kill though.
Yeah, nice quick kill on both sides.
All right, sell short for 8 items plus likely
So
flipper checks for a few more.
Tyler Stalt's about 6 seconds behind currently. Oh, get in the heart. Come on. You don't need that. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like this.
Feeling the
This is
Aga play
bananas.
already. Like I said, you'd get some people who would rush it more than others.
Yeah, I mean, you do have a pretty good Dark World access here, but man, I don't know about skipping the entirety of South Shore before doing this. P-Train is going to go do Agina's Cave, though.
And scout the ledge.
Okay. So, that's a free silvers if we have to do Mire later. Or Desert.
You take those couple extra seconds for that.
Yeah. Especially if you have to do Mire. I mean, you're saving the time on Vitreous. Alright, not Agina's Cave. So P-Train has Mini Moldorm and Ice Red Cave left in Logic here.
Yep. And then if he wants to go a bit further, he can do the Zora and flipper checks.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you definitely do those too if you're hunting for... I mean, if you're going to Agina's Cave to avoid Aga, I think you're going to do the Flippers checks as well.
Might be the minority, but I would have ethered that room.
Alright, let's see. Is our glove in here? No,
Nope.
it's not.
So one logical chance.
Meanwhile, Tyler up at the top of Aga Tower. You know, this is wild to me that, of all people, Tyler Salt is choosing to rush Pyramid Ledge. I'm sure the irony is not lost on him.
So not only did he make the correct call for Dark World access, but if P-Train doesn't find anything here, potentially that's even more of a time save if he doesn't have to do all this as well.
Yeah, I find it hard. Oh, there's a glove on the Hylia
Okay.
Island. Yeah, I find it hard to believe Tyler Salt's never going to check Mini Moldorm Cave at any point during the seed, so I think P-Train will get that time back, but we'll see.
But I guess it all depends on how the items lay out. If the items just lead him one after another to the locations he needs to go.
Yeah, it's certainly possible. P-Train's swimming sprite drives me crazy.
Hilarious. So one glove locked behind flippers and mirror.
All right, what do we got? Pendant pod, pendant ice, pendant swamp. Great. Love a
5,
pendant
6
pod.
thieves and TR.
All right, what do we have? Nothing on Pyramid Ledge. And nothing in the waterfall. Oh, we're gonna do catfish, huh? Okay.
Can't do catfish, no glove.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, you're right,
Going
you
over to
can't.
Vu area now.
Are we just going straight to Vu? I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I don't
Pendant
know.
pod, but you can full clear it, but it's a pendant.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this as your starting Dark World route.
And we have full medallion knowledge with Quake being on Door Ledge.
Interesting. So, yeah, I mean, if that Quake ends up being needed, it might be a while before Tyler gets to that. E-Train trying to set up the splash delete for Quake there, didn't quite get it. Gonna leave. All right, well, we're in Skull Woods. Let's see if Skull Woods is gonna do. Okay, well, you know what? Fine. You know, this is just. Why do pod when you can just go to Skull Woods where the progression is?
Well, now he has a little bit quicker access to Dark World.
Yep. So now Tyler has a million things to check, right?
Yep.
Odd, we can go up the mountain now. He's got Thieves Town.
I feel like you stay. You're doing Thieves Town. Crystal.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely
here.
doing Thieves Town here.
So even though we don't need mirror for Swamp itself, we still do need mirror for Mitts.
Right. Picking up a second sword in the brewery there.
I'd always be happy to find those.
So yeah, I mean, Tyler's routes here is going to just be Thieves Town south around through Hype Cave, and then probably save and quit after Hype. I mean, I think at this point now you avoid Pendant Pod.
Yeah,
there's no real reason to do it.
Now. Obviously, depends on what you get. See if you can route things along the way.
So yeah, the Agate Gamble paying out dividends for Tyler here early. I mean, it's definitely put some, especially if Pete Train decides to go to Pod here instead of immediately rushing Skull Woods, you know.
Three items back, I think. Ooh, Fairy says the stun price. That's pretty good.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Oh no, Tyler, no.
Yeah, Fur never cape there.
Use the no. Yeah, so if you use the cape again, it if you can,
Yeah.
Oh, was he too? He was too far into the doorway to use it. Yeah. Boy, that's
Oh.
rough. That's a pretty big time loss.
Yeah, at least he's going back.
Yes. For those who are not familiar, do not remove your cape as you are going through a doorway.
Yeah. As Chad's pointing out, good thing he got that glove.
Yeah, that does make this slightly less bad, but it's still like, I mean, that's basically as far into Thieves Town as he could have gotten without making any progress.
Mm-hmm. I thought maybe he would have gone up the mountain after and come back to Thieves later, but kind of nice he's sticking with it.
And PJ going straight for pod here, so we'll see. See if there's anything here. It is, man. Why did this have to be a pendant pod, right?
The game was too nice early to give us the bow and lamp and hammer. Yeah, you already got that key.
Alright, so P-Train wants to hope that there's some... Alright, Tyler, please. Do not... Okay, yes. Get all the way through the... there you go. So P-Train's going to want to hope that there's something...
Mm-hmm.
Something in here. Like Fire Rod, Ice Rod, Samaria, something. Flippers. Actually, Flippers would be interesting, because that would... probably... Well, no, because P-Train still needs his first glove.
Well, if you got Flippers of your, you could get the glove.
Right.
Question is pen and pot actually going to have something? Trying the hover?
Flippers are going to be actively required because we need to get that glove off of Hylian Island.
You can water walk to it, but
Can you?
logically need it. Yeah, because you can set up the water walk through the swamp. That's the swamp, the skull. Drop down over by the current jump area.
Oh, yeah, I guess you can, yeah, okay.
And then take the portal through.
Imagine ever doing that.
It's possible. I never said it's a good thing to do. It is possible though. And with ice and swamp being pendants.
Alright, so far nothing for P-Train and Pod here. Yeah, there's the Flippers and Pod.
Second crystal for Tyler Salt, though.
And a shield.
After your P-Train, do you do Hype Cave first, or do you go up and around to Village?
That's kind of hard to not want to do Hype Cave.
village.
Yeah, looks like P train's going up.
That's actually a good dead game prize.
Yeah, first bottle. Blue potion,
Refill
not
with
bad.
blue. Yeah, when you're 4 hearts, blue mail. Let's see what's in Hype Cave.
All right, Hype Cave. Give some good. Boomerang, perfect.
Something better than this.
Red mail,
Okay.
perfect. And blue cane, yes. Everything we could have wanted and more. Tyler saving and quitting to Link's house? Okay, yeah, I was going to say, that seemed odd.
Yeah, if you're gonna go to pod, you would have just run from there, I think. Or save and quit.
Yeah.
Oh no, you wouldn't have mirror for the save and quit.
Mountain play is what I was expecting here.
Yeah.
Tyler obviously skipping South Shore because he knows there's nothing there. B-Train about to pick up those gloves. Okay. There's our mirror. Okay. Okay, dude. So, I mean, that's interesting in that it does put Swamp in logic now, which is kind of gross.
So, flute, cane, both rods. It's an interesting seed.
Alright, so Tyler's gonna hop into Hera here. This is pretty easily beatable.
Yep.
This will be crystal number 3. Yeah, the fact that Tyler doesn't know about those gloves on Hylia Island yet's a little concerning.
Yeah, when that's gonna be the question is when he checks that.
I mean, he still hasn't done Zora area, so he has option to do Zora area at some point. But again, why would you? Unless you get the flippers at this point, I don't think you're really gonna do it. Yeah. Because he's gonna finish clearing the mountain here and probably not find any progression, right? Like, what else? He might find Fire Rod or Ice Rod or something like that, but that's not. Yeah, neither of those is going to be a major unlock.
We only found one item in Skull, I think. So Fire Rod could unlock one more. But with where we know mids are, that's not going to really be a huge help.
Well, Tyler does pick up crystal number 3.
What's on the island? Okay, so just 8 more items up here before find out what he does next.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler doesn't really have a whole lot of options at this point. It's like after the mountain, if there's nothing here, it's basically South Shore and Pod that he has left.
Mm-hmm. And the only thing that would provide us new knowledge is Swamp with the flippers.
Right.
Well, no, because I guess once P-Train gets up here, he'll get the mitts.
Yeah, I mean, P-Train will have a lot of
things.
options once he gets up here. He could do Swamp, he could do Ice Palace, he could do East Dark Mountain, Smith Chain. Alright, and Paradox is
So far,
a bust. Yeah, nothing up here. So, alright, what are we doing, Tyler? We are Spike Cave.
I can see that, yeah. Before you leave the mountain, check that.
P-Train picking up crystal number 2.
Oh yeah, we have shovel check as well. Forgot about that one.
Oh, I didn't really remember where we picked that up.
Considering P-Train also has it, must have been probably somewhere in Vu or Thieves, but
Oh, looks like
maybe I
Tyler
couldn't
is
check
going to
it.
go straight for Pod here.
Okay, get those flippers.
I mean, this will be good for him. I mean, getting the flip... Well, it'll be good for him in that it might push him towards checking the island in Hylia after this.
Yeah, that's going to be an awkward check otherwise.
I actually do think that this was an accidental play to Pod on Tyler's part. I'm willing to bet he forgot that saving and quitting would put him at the pyramid, and I think he meant to probably do South Shore, but...
It's because I'm already here, might as well. It's also amazing how low health there is in the seed. I know they've got red mail, but
yeah, we'll get all the hearts in GT, it's fine. Alright, P-Train's gonna head up the mountain here now. We'll get that mirror. I think I think if you're P-Train, right, as soon as you get that mirror, you just save and quit and go get your gloves, your mitts before going back up the mountain again.
Yeah, because at that point you wouldn't have made any progress up the mountain.
Yeah.
You know where mitts are. You can get everything on the mountain in one trip at that point.
Tyler making his way to the backup pod now. We'll get those flippers shortly. Alright, P-Train picking up the mirror, and yep, gonna save and quit immediately to get those mitts. And then obviously head straight into Bend and Ice, right?
Oh, why? No, I think back up the mountain seems like
yeah. Realistically, back up the mountain is what you're gonna do.
We saw a compass here. Okay, yeah, so there was an item on Helmosaur that P-Train didn't get. I mean, I was just counting pod items. We saw a map compass, therefore there's an item on Helmosaur.
Yeah, I mean, that is how that would work.
And both are bailing on it, though. Can't fault it.
Alright, so what does Tyler do now, is the question.
South Shore?
He's gonna go to... Does he go to Pendant Swamp? I don't know. This could be South Shore. No, he's getting a hammer out. Oh, boy.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to set up the Dark World, and you can still check a little bit of South Shore and come back.
Maybe he'll just blind check it. I have been there. I've forgotten to check that island all the time and blind check it when on my way to Ice Palace, which is not this. Interesting. So he's going to do Cave 45 here.
It makes sense.
Oh, okay. That's not a bad find, although this also, like, incentivizes doing crappy pendant dungeons even more now. I'm gonna do shovel. Nice fluff. Oh, P-Train getting... That's why I never try to do that dash.
Is this it's gotta be a swamp, doesn't it?
This is gonna be a swamp. Oh, boy. I mean, there could still be something in here, but... $43-minute dam check from Tyler.
Sounds about right. I think also an item in her basement.
I don't count items when I'm calming. I don't count items when I'm racing either.
At least both runners are being consistent with the skips.
See what P-Train ends up finding here on Dark Death Mountain. And potentially more importantly, getting TR entry knowledge.
Yep. If it's Quake so far, Tyler Salt has no knowledge of that one.
I spec you there from Tyler. Alright, looks like Tyler is committing to left side here.
I would at least check the the two chests there before I commit.
Is he just gonna pick up every single key in Swamp anyway? Isn't the whole point of Specky being able to not skip one of the keys?
Okay, it's time for some new knowledge in Super Bunny.
Alright, well, left side was a dud.
Yep.
This is a dungeon that P-Train may be able to completely ignore depending on where everything else is. So this could be a lot of time waste for Tyler.
I think that's why I would have gone to the back first. And then found out there's only one item left and just skipped it. Okay, bombs for TR.
Alright, Hookshot Cave. Alright, it's not Hookshot Cave. What are we looking at? Smith Chain here? Has anyone checked Sick Kid yet?
No. Because when Tyler got the bottle, he didn't have a chance to go back.
Oh, there's a flute in Swamp. Okay.
Alright, swamp needed for that.
That's good for Tyler. I mean, that's good. And Tyler can't go doing Meyer stuff. Oh, Petrie's coming back in here for the basement.
So one more item in the swamp. See if it's any useful.
So this is just going to be required triple pendant tip. We'll go into Ice Palace for our fire rod. And...
Fire locked fire. It's a
Yep.
thing. Where's Fire Rod is going to be in the front of TR?
Oh, or on Laser Bridge. All right, air basement. What do we got? Nothing. right, Tyler taking down Argus, picking up the pendant.
So the only thing of use in there was the flute.
Yeah, but I mean, still a good find because we are going to need that. So now Tyler wants to. We want Tyler to blind check. Um, or not. Okay. We're gonna do mini Boldworm. Yeah, I mean, doing the flippers checks after this would make sense for him.
I still think I would have blind checked like you're saying though. Carry the portal down, and then check that before all the rest of the flipper checks.
Oh, and he saved me and quitting. I guess if you're activating flute and you flute to 8 before you do the Zora stuff, I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine.
Chat's arguing about Tyler Salt and how he's would dependent pod before doing that.
I mean, listen. Mini Boldworm Cave had nothing.
Yeah.
Just skip the places that don't have items. Looks like P-Train's gonna do Smith Chain here. And might get into Swamp at the end of Smith Chain, because he's not really gonna find anything else that leads him any place.
Yeah, I can see that.
Alright, Tyler, what are we doing? We're doing
Power.
Magic Bad.
And then what does he have left?
Oh, that's
Not
true.
much.
Yeah, actually, that is interesting. So P-Train's going to pick up the cane before.
Yep.
I mean, you're still going to do Swamp there, probably. You're not going to go up to TR with just the cane and no rods, I don't think. That would be incredibly bold.
Doing flipper checks now, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, what does Tyler have left at this point? It's got to be flipper stuff. And Ice Rod Cave. And Hera Basement.
Technically Helmosaur.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, the question is, how much does he do the Zora stuff? Or is he just going to see Mitts and go grab Mitts?
I feel like you finish your route here, right? Like you're still multiple items away from go. Like Tyler still needs what, 4 items from go? Okay, I was wrong. Never mind. Okay, never mind.
See Mitts,
Well,
get Mitts.
Cross your fingers and hope you don't need that quake.
Well, because in his mind, that gives him desert, checks my area.
Yeah, I mean, those mitts open up a ton for Tyler. It's Ice Palace, it's potentially clearable mire, it's desert. Yeah, a million things, but.
So far, P-Train hasn't found anything on any of these missed checks.
I mean, I guess Tyler can still just do the rest of the flipper stuff here now after picking these up, but. Nope. No, we can't. I lied.
As long as this is not Quake, this is good.
All right. Does Tyler
Unless-
remember those silvers are chilling there on the ledge?
He hasn't even checked.
Oh wait, no, Tyler hasn't scouted that, so he will definitely get those silvers.
So we're both rods away from go mode.
Yep. Those have never been in bad places.
Thought about it.
Alright, I think this has got to be B-Train into Swamp now. After, yeah.
Purple chest, yeah.
Purple chest.
Okay.
So Smith Chain dead. Be interesting to see if P-Train decides to skip left side here.
I'm usually of the until I find Map Magic's good. Until I find map or compass, I like to just go straight to the back.
I like to just go straight to the back in general anyway, because if I don't, the big key's just going to be on Vitreous, and I'm going to have to go back in regardless.
No, but the big key here was the bomb wall.
In this case, yes, yeah. If the big key is one of the first chests, then it makes it a little different, but... Also, I don't know why I said the big key was going to be on Vitreous. It's because this is actually Key Sanity surprise.
With boss shuffle. Okay, second I'm on Desert Boss.
So yeah, I mean, Tyler's going to do Desert, going to do Mire after this, and then go to Ice Palace to find his Fire.
That's the likely scenario, unless he finds Fire Rod here.
Yeah, I mean, Fire Rod could be in Mire. That would be nice, and then you just go to TR and cross your fingers. Well, you finish Skullwoods first, and then...
Yeah, because there's still one item left in Skull.
It's good that Tyler decided to hookshot both the arrows and heart and not pick up either one of them.
The game is not being nice to him right now.
Alright, so P-Train opting not for left side, so I think P-Train's just going to leave left side here with it only being one item.
It's going to pay off too. It's only a full heart. Okay, time for Meyer.
Did Tyler do checkerboard?
No. He did shed and then into this.
Oh, Tyler, don't forget checkerboard.
Unless you get Fire Rod and Ice Rod both in here.
What are the chances?
Very slim, but possible.
This is a rough mire too.
Game is just not being nice to Tyler. Alright. Gonna find anything in Mire? Or is it dead like always?
I think. Yeah, I think Myers probably not going to have anything.
But since we're still looking for items, we're not going to get the Godmire. Or so we are going to get the Godmire.
Oh yeah, yeah. Big key in the next chest here, guaranteed.
Fluid activation for P-Train.
Okay, Tyler already finding one of the 2 items in Meyer here, that heart container. And they have to assume B-Train's just going to immediately follow Tyler to the Meyer area here.
Makes sense. You just open up one full clear bowl crystal with the potential other.
Yeah, so yeah, now it's, I mean, it's just a rod hunt, and I mean, I think Tyler's actually a little ahead here.
Just who makes the correct call to find the rods is the question.
Yeah. Can't believe Tyler didn't do the structural mic hookshot lamp strats in the Meyer torch room. Oh, well, there's our fire rod. So, well, now you have to make a decision, right? You do Skull Woods, and then do you just gamble that ice rods in TR?
That's a tough one.
I think it's real hard to justify doing anything else at this point.
Yeah, I think I would go up to. Well, if you're Tyler, you haven't even done any of the other mountain checks with mitts.
Right. So you have those as well.
That's extremely dense for you, and if you get ice rod, you're just there. But the seed so far has put one needed item in each pendant dungeon. Did they put the last one you need in ice?
No. No, I think it's just in TR.
I mean, that's the kind of gamble I would make.
And I mean, well, yeah, I mean, we can't save a portal or anything because we've beaten Aga, but it's still, I think it's real hard to justify doing anything else other than TR at this point.
No, I agree. But obviously you do skull first just to hope that you don't have to climb the mountain again.
Yeah, Tyler would do Skull, he will do Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny. Find nothing.
So far his gambles have paid off though, in terms of what he skipped.
Yeah, I mean, it's worked out. I'm actually trying to figure out, because, I mean, they've both done most of the same stuff. I mean, P-Train's done Zora area, which Tyler has. P-Train's done Smith Chain also.
Yep. The big one is not continuing with the flippers after he saw the mitts there.
Yeah. Please.
Oh, good, he didn't forget checkerboard. It's nothing, but he didn't forget.
Oh, are we doing a Gina's Cave at 1 hour and 5 minutes? Wonderful.
It makes sense while you're here still.
It does. It's amusing to me. Because this is about when I would check it too. Okay. Flute, right, Tyler? Flute, right, Tyler? Flute, right, Tyler?
Nope.
Flute, right? This is unfortunate. So this is
it just means another climb.
Yeah, I mean, that's still a pretty big chunk of time.
He also doesn't even know if he could get into TR.
Right, but I mean, there's no reason to not do Skullwoods first.
Yeah, no, I agree. Something to ask after, I guess.
Probably just forgot, got that fire on, was like, all right, let's go. Tyler actually told me before the race he refuses to fight Moth unless he's on Gold Sword 20 Hearts, so...
Okay. That would explain things. And to answer chat, yes, there is still one thing in Skull. The only thing in Skull they got was the glove. I don't think he did, because when P-Train went in, he got the glove and then still checked Big Chest. You wouldn't check Big Chest unless you had, if you still had both items.
Yeah, this is... Tyler had like a decent lead here, assuming Ice Rod was just in TR, but this extra mountain climb is going to cut into that by a decent bit.
Yep. Guess we'll see. Although the redip for Meyer is going to take a bit of time.
Oh, did P-Train not do
no
cutscene chest?
It seems like he's going to gamble on Vidi and then come back in when he doesn't find it.
Oh, I love skipping things.
So both runners are doing weird things.
I feel like, I mean, P-Train did go back into Swamp. No, did he go back to Swamp for the left side?
Nope.
No, he didn't. Yeah, they might skip this. The thing is, what does P-Train do after this, then? Does it just go to Ice if he's skipping this?
Probably. It'd be interesting. That mirror suggests he's leaving.
Yeah, it does. Well, alright, so Speedrun's gonna have to make another dip into Mire here at some point.
Okay.
Oh,
he's
wait,
coming
no,
in.
he changed his mind. Okay, just kidding.
I think he was running the mirror in case that was the item.
It was a fake out. And yeah, I think Allison in chat is probably right. Like, this is not actually good for B-Train, because this just keeps him following behind Tyler for longer now.
Yep.
So unless Ice Rod is exactly on Moth, this just keeps Tyler in the lead.
I guess the main question is how ugly is the ice rod location going to be?
I mean, what's the ugliest spot left here?
For these runners, Helma.
Yeah. Yeah, Helma, yeah.
Or basically anything behind Helma, so head.
Yes, okay. Okay, chat. Calm down. Oh,
Ooh.
speaking of bad things to find.
I would still rather have it here.
Yeah, I mean, you can at least
You get
check Ether
knowledge, and then
Tablet.
you can exactly. You get Ether Tablet. You can check the knowledge of the unspeakable place.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess after, if Tyler remembers to do Skull Woods. Well, I guess he would have to at that point, because if the Ice Rod's not in here, then obviously he can't try to go into GT accidentally. Alright, this is a big for P-Train here, if this Ice Rod's in Skull. Well, actually, time-wise, I don't know if it... I mean, because theoretically, Skullwoods should be the very next place that Tyler goes after this.
You hope it is.
Tyler, please no die. No? Okay, it's not in TR.
I don't think either runner checked Graveyard Ledge. So that's still an option.
Gross.
I agree. Just trying to think of where it can be now.
Alright, so Tyler's gonna check this Ether Tablet. I mean, this would be great if this was the Ice Rod, because then the portal save actually does work here, but... this is really the only check he gets. Well, he's got this in Hera Basement he can do.
Yep.
Well, obviously we know Hera Basement's nothing, but... Oh, wow! Wow, dude.
Well, so I was right. There was still an item in Skull.
That's pretty brutal, because Tyler basically had this one locked up had he just remembered to go to Skull first.
If he goes there right immediately next, then
Yeah, I mean, it's still not over.
Still a game.
But yeah, he is going to do Hera Basement here, and I get it. You're up here. It makes sense. That's real rough.
And we'll see when they converge what the difference is now.
So the big key was vanilla, so P-Train does have to go through all that. And the small key on Laser Bridge was
The last one, bottom.
the last one. So I mean, Fear's TR is not going to be any faster than Tyler's was, minus skipping Mimic Cave. Fears. Did I say Fear? I'm sorry. I meant P-Train's. I just mumbled it and it sounded like Fear. You guys just gotta pay attention. I clearly said P-Train. Go check the VOD.
Nope. Okay, now.
Oh no, Tyler. No, dude. Oh, this is such a feels bad.
Yeah, doing the flipper checks is not what you want.
I wonder if his brain just like thinks it's a pendant or something.
I just checked his stream. He has it marked as a crystal.
Well, just because he has it marked as a crystal doesn't mean his brain thinks it's a crystal.
True. I see chat thinking he's got, maybe he thinks he got 2 items, unless he completely misremembered only picking up glove and bailing.
It's even if it doesn't matter. Even if he thinks he got both items, there's no reason not to do it before going up to TR.
Yeah. Yeah, rushing portal save items, I can understand that one.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. But, man, I think more often than not, TR portal saving is just a trap. Okay, is this going to be TR final? Or not TR, Skullwoods finally? Nope, this is going to be King's Tomb. I was just doing this because he promised me he was going to be done with this seed in 90 minutes or less. And now he's doing this instead.
Now this feels like a skull.
Maybe this is Smith's Chain. Maybe he's going to do Smith's Chain instead of Skullwoods.
Then I just have more questions at that point. Oh, going up.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be too little too late. I
he just
suspect
rushes the
Tyler's about to be extraordinarily frustrated after finding the
Yep.
ice rod. No, what? No, what? No, stop it. Don't check this first. Okay.
You realize, no, this is, if it's on the boss, even better. If it's not, then I'll check.
Oh, did Tyler bounce out after just getting the glove and didn't do the rest of the Skull Woods?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you still do the boss first, obviously, but I can at least sort of make sense of that then.
Yeah, it's basically glove. Okay, this is a good item to find. I'm gonna bail.
Alright. Tyler taking down Moth, having a little bit of trouble there, but gets through it, picks up the ice rod. Just as P-Train finishes off Trinex.
So Mount Climb plus walk back to Trinex behind.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler's almost 5 minutes behind at this point. All right. If people... Oh, there's already numbers in chat. Wow, people posted numbers before P-Train even picked up the last crystal.
Well, it's a short run. They need to get their numbers in.
And then Tyler getting dead rocked here too. Insult to injury. P-Train into GT here, starting with the DM route, looks like. Nothing there.
Of course.
Wow. All right, so that was check number 6, right? If I counted correctly, 5, 6.
Yep.
So congratulations to Tharkus, the very first person to guess a number, in fact. And yeah, just a climb. P-Train's still probably hoping for a sword here, but it's not the end of the world. Two swords and ice talus.
I think with the health that they have, it's not going to be that bad. Especially
No, I mean, this is, yeah, bottle, cape, master sword, silver is like, it's not that bad. But it's still faster if you have tempered. Tyler could save a little bit of time if he goes Hope Room first. But there's really not a good way for Tyler to come back on this one, unfortunately.
No. It's just about to say very clean gauntlet as you'd expect, but then that little miss of the whiz robe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how P-Train's really feeling right now. He had to dip back into Mire for the fire rod and got that flute pretty late, so... Oh, nice free sword.
I don't know. Being able to skip Ice Palace and some of the other checks can't feel too bad. Yeah, whole GT climb behind. Two. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I never get tired of his sprite. Ooh, Italia's going full left.
Yeah, probably Rando Rush, but yeah, unfortunate. That's just going to lose him more time. And that'll do it. Get your Chi-Chis in chat for P-Train. Finishing with a time of 1:29.36. And then Tyler forfeiting almost immediately after.
Well, here's
It's
your
got
90
to,
minutes or less.
yeah, it's true. I'm sure Tyler has got to feel pretty bad. Like he knows where he lost this race for sure. And we are joined by both of our runners, Tyler, Salt, and P-Train. GG's.
Yo,
GG.
G Train.
GG's, Tyler.
Yeah. I mean,
It's-
I don't know
it's
how much there is to
often-
talk about here. You know what happened.
No, it's not often that you lose a rando race and can indicate precisely why you lost it. But like the one thing that you did. But here we are.
So when did you realize that you had forgotten to do Skull Woods before going up the mountain?
I think I was in TR.
Okay.
So at that point, I was just like, all right, well, I hope that it's here and that and then I can just swing down and all I'm losing is a mountain climb, which was the
Right.
play I was making anyway. But oh well.
So yeah, I mean, so you guys were like lockstep for the first part, and then Tyler, you decided to rush Aga much earlier than P-Train, whereas P-Train you decided to clear out the rest of the light world basically before committing. How did you each of you feel respectively after your routes there?
I mean, I felt pretty good. Yeah, I mean, in my mind, I felt like it just kind of made sense to clear out everything, just the way my route worked out, the money I had. It's like, oh, I can do Zora, I can scout all that stuff. Like, it felt good to me. Had I had known the glove was on Hylia Island a bit earlier, I can kind of see the Aga Rush, but that's not to say it's a bad play, but that's definitely like not my style of routing.
Yeah, and I usually scout that early, like, because I save and quit from race game and rushed Eastern, which I tend to do when it is clearable.
Yeah.
And usually I go down and scout it then, but I didn't. I was like, all right, I'll just get it with South Shore later. And then everything just kind of worked out, and I was just like, you know what? I know that I need to make some plays to win this race, and so I was like, I'll do South Shore later, screw it, it'll be fine. And rushed it and didn't know until I got all the way through Swamp Palace and like looked at Lake Hylia Island that, oh wait, actually I did make the right call. Both gloves were Moon Pearl locked. But yeah, no, I lucked out there because I made an aggressive play, and it played off. It played out.
Yeah, I honestly, like, through the entire race, I actually felt fairly comfortable in my route. I mean, granted, it was conservative for the most part. I could have done Catfish, but opted to skip that. My logic there was, I'm going to hope Quake isn't required. And if it ever is required, I'll just clean up Catfish, during that time. But I had spent time in Pendant Pod, and all I had were flippers, which at the time could be optional.
Right.
I mean, you need them for the mitts, but technically you can get the mitts without the flippers.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel great about that. So I'm like, well, let's try to maybe cut some corners with Catfish. Routed my way to the glove in Skull Woods, took that up the mountain, got the mirror, got the mitts, nothing on the mountain. So I had cleared Hera basement after clearing Hera. Bit conservative, but again, I found 0 on the mountain. Routed Smith Chain in the swamp, got the flute, was able to avoid Ice Palace entirely.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't really feel like it made sense to dive swamp before that point, because I mean, like, in my mind, like, even Pendant Pod was kind of a YOLO play when you have, Crystal Thieves and the entirety of Village of Outcasts.
Yeah, I did. I didn't do. I went straight from Aga to Skull Woods and Thieves Town and didn't do Pendant Pod at that point. I waited, and did it once I finished Hype Cave, and then I went in there. But yeah, I was happy about not skipping cutscene chest. Felt really good about that. And then I think when I got that fire rod, I was just like, oh, okay, ice rod's in TR, let's go. And then just like I was so excited to make that play that I neglected to realize that I still had to beat freaking Mafia. But you know,
Yeah, just it. Unfortunately, that's really the one place where Ice Rod was gonna be that burned you.
yeah, that or Helma I think would have been the other one. But
Well, it being P-Train probably last locates that too, if that's
I
the
guess
case.
that's true. Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
if Ice Rod is basically anywhere else, I feel like I feel pretty good about that. Did you play the Tempered Sword?
I did, and I'm actually going to DM GFE a screenshot of it because GFE got burned. It was in a Helma Sword room, right? And GFE lost a race because his opponent YOLO'd the chest upstairs GT, even though he had like Silver's Master Sword, and he lost a race because of it. So I'm gonna send that to him and be like, "Hey GFE, you'll never guess." But no, like in my mind, like I did have it. I was like, maybe Tyler thinks he's an underdog and is looking to make plays, which is the reason I dove Pendant Pod. Never in my life would I think that anyone would like rush Aga before doing South Shore. And then I think I was talking to some people. I think you actually did like even Pendant Swamp before like Mini Moldorm Cave.
Yes, I did. I did Pendant Swamp before. I memed it so hard, right? Like I committed so hard to that early Aga play. I was just like, I need to put off South Shore for as long as possible at this point. You know, so I will admit that I was kind of you nailed my thought process forever. I was like, I feel like I'm a bit of an underdog. I need to make some crazy plays. I mean, not crazy.
I mean, it was working out for you for the first part of the season.
For me, like Aga, Pendant Pod, and Pendant Swamp before Mini Moldorm Cave is like textbuck crazy. I will go on the record saying that, and I feel pretty confident on that.
I meant the Aga play in particular, but I will grant that doing Pendant Swamp before Mini Moldorm Cave is a little odd. But I don't know. I like to make those kind of plays in this kind of an environment when I think that other people aren't going to, you know. So and it almost worked.
I mean, I was kind of there with you, specifically like with the ice and swamp conundrum. It's like, well, I have the flippers. I have to believe that these were required, because otherwise, not only am I about to waste time in swamp, but I also wasted the time in pod. So I was kind of there too, you know. Just you've made this and this, you made this decision and got X out of it. So we really need to capitalize on X. Otherwise, all of that was just wasted time.
Right. Yeah. No. So no, it's a good seed, and you know, sometimes you make one mistake and it bites you.
Yeah, that's Rando.
Sure is. Rando has randoed.
But yeah, GG's to both of you. So P-Train, your team picking up an extra win here, moving up to 6 points. Mentioned it at the top of the race. This is a pseudo doubleheader of sorts. So game 2 between these teams is going to take place in approximately 20 minutes over on the ALTTPR League channel, calmed by one Tyler Salt.
That's me.
And someone else. I don't know if anyone else signed up for that, but
I don't know. But I will say that our other Longshots teammate, Dr. Earworm, will be in the room with me, so we can just both do it.
Well, how about that? So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Sabotender versus Timp coming on ALTTPR Randomizer. Sorry, ALTTPR. The ALTTPR League.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Homemade Beer is the other one.
Oh,
nice. Okay.
Well, that's exciting. All right, Dr. Earworm was right outside your house, he says.
Okay, yes. Hi, Doc. I will let you in a moment. All right. I'm going to go and do that, actually. So thanks for the restream. Thanks, Gil and Iceman, for comms, and GG's and P-Train.
Yeah, GG's, Tyler.
All right, and there we got the links in chat for the runners. Make sure to give them a follow. Give my co-com a follow in our tracker. But I think that's going to do it for us here. Thank you, Iceman, for hopping in the booth with me.
Yeah, it was a fun race.
Thank you, chat, for calling me out every time I called P-Train Fear, which happened way too many times. And yeah, hop on over to, maybe somebody can post a link in chat to the ALTTPR League channel if you want to catch part 2 of this doubleheader. Like I said, it should be starting in about 20 minutes. But otherwise, I think that's going to do it for us here. Thank you all for watching, and have a great night.
Yep, bye all.